It's been a while since we've done an update on what the grading companies are up to these days. CGC, WATA, and that other one.
Boom. Roasted.
And there's actually a bit of new stuff happening with them, so let's talk about it. So the first thing here is with Wata Games. They have introduced certification lookup. You can now look up the numbers on your Wata game cases into a system, and it will show you what it does. Now, interestingly, this still does not utilize the barcode system, and of course, on the old games, the QR code is completely obsolete. So we're still not using the barcode, we're not using the QR code, but we can finally use these digits right here. So if you go to the Wata Games website, you can type in the number here, which we'll just use the Zelda below as our example. And in general, I don't know, I don't really care about certification lookup. The coolest thing to me is you get this pre-grading photo, and you also get a post-grading photo, I guess, which that's actually pretty awesome. I don't know if they have plans to add like front, back, and the sides. That would be unreal if they added all photos, but it's still pretty nice to even just get this front photo. But like I said, I mean, okay, you can look up certification numbers now. I guess it protects you against fakes. Like over the past 10 years, I've probably used certification lookup like under 30 times. Sometimes I would type in VGA games just to see what year they were graded. Sometimes there's trends with older graded stuff versus newer graded stuff. With trading cards, it's very common for people to be like, oh, that's an old PSA 10. Like it's nothing compared to the new PSA 10. So sometimes I would look up VGA graded games just to see when it was graded. You can see here with the why verify, because I agree, why bother, right? And this is something people have DM'd me about. Like people care about this. I've gotten YouTube comments, I've gotten DMs. How do I look up my Wata graded game on the website? So people do care about this, and all three things here just say that it helps against fraud. Which, genuine question here, are people afraid of like a fake case with a fake label with a fake game inside? Like faking a Wata case or faking a graded video game would be insanely difficult. It really wouldn't make any sense to try and fake a graded one versus just trying to fake an ungraded one. You know what I mean? Maybe one of you can shed some more insight as to why you'd want to be able to look up your games, but having the pre-grade photo is pretty cool. And one last cool thing is you can use these last three digits. Like these first six are the order number, and then this is the number of games within that same order. So if I take these first six again, and if I put that into here, and I put the dash, and we can look at game 001, which would be the first game in this same order, you can see every other game that was submitted on the person's same order. So I don't know if that's interesting or if that's a good thing or what you can do with that, but if you're curious, like, hey, did someone send in a case pack of Altered Beast, right? You could look at number 2, you could look at number 3, you could look at number 4. You could see if there are more of the same game on the same order. Kind of interesting, something to play with. Maybe some of you guys care, maybe some of you don't, but it's something that Wata didn't have before, and now they do. So now all three companies do have certification lookup. That's a good thing for the hobby in general. So then the other big thing coming from CGC Video Games is that they're now going to be grading international video games. If you forgot or if you didn't know, CGC was only accepting North American region games. Now they have expanded that. They are going to take in PAL games, Japanese games, and even some Japanese specific releases. So right now they aren't doing everything. This still isn't a full launch of literally send them anything, but you can now send, you can see in the thumbnail here, PAL version NES games, Japanese version, PAL version PS Vita. They have a full list of everything they will be grading now, so you can see right here, if you have PAL or Japanese versions of any of these games, they will now accept them. And one of the big things they are introducing though is Super Famicom for Japanese and Sega Saturn Japanese. Both of these I believe are unique sizes. I'm pretty sure Sega Saturn is not the same size as a PS1 case. But Super Famicom is really cool because right now VGA is the only other company that will accept them. VGA won't do CIB, so you can send in CIB Super Famicom as well. And the price difference from VGA to CGC is staggering. It's almost 3 times more expensive right now to do Super Famicom with VGA versus it will be now with CGC. You can actually see right now, I'll go to the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord, link in the description of the video. But one of the CGC reps was actually nice enough to share some photos. Yeah, so you can see here, this is what Super Famicom will look like. This is a complete in-box version here of Super Mario Kart. So there you go, that's what that's going to look like. I will fully admit that you can drive a 2024 Toyota Camry through either side of the case here. You can see on the screen it fits perfectly, but overall it's not bad. The CGC rep was also nice enough to share a photo of N64, which like I said, will be coming soon. You can't submit N64 yet, but it is coming soon. And same with N64 here, there's a lot of space on the top and the bottom there. I personally really like when the case is pretty form-fitted, so any kind of extra space like this is I don't love it. And if you are looking to submit some of this new stuff with CGC, right now is actually the perfect time. This is not sponsored by CGC, by the way, but right now CGC is only $30 to grade stuff. Of course, you do have to buy a membership, so there's that on top, but $30 to submit either a factory sealed or a complete in-box video game until the end of October. That is very cheap. Like, they might not even make money at that kind of cost. Way back in the VGA cost $29. WATA was $25 when they first introduced. $30 here, and it only takes about, well, they're saying it takes 15 working days. So, I mean, about a month, maybe not even. $30, that is objectively a great price. And the very last thing I saw here, which this just makes me wish that this was the standard label. Apparently, CGC is introducing a new pedigree grade label for video games, and you can see that this is freaking awesome. Look at how nice this label is. Oh my gosh. This just makes me wish CGC wasn't using the default blue labels. You know how CGC recently changed all their trading cards over to be like the much more, I guess much more vanilla label? Like it's just black and white now. It looks very standard. I'll be honest. I like it a lot more than the blue. I do find the blue to be a bit of an eyesore. So obviously these are gold and kind of gaudy, but like, geez, maybe in the future they will go to the same label they're using for trading cards. Would some of you guys like that? Do you guys like the blue? How do you feel about it now? It's been like, I don't know, a year and a half of CGC, maybe 2 years. How do you guys still feel about the blue label? And big news from VGA here. We are also nearing the final stages of designing and testing our new website to improve every facet of the customer experience. Initially, our new site will offer more information, an improved online store, and population reports. That is huge. That is great news. Oh, no, wait. This email is from October 1st, 2021. Seriously, VGA pop reports are like the only thing we're missing now. Once we get those, this hobby will be complete. Please, VGA, please. But say thank you to every single patron who helps make this possible, as well as the YouTube members. I can't do this without you guys. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.